first question. If you could have an ability that another animal has, what would it be?
I'm thinking so many superpowers in my head right now, and none of them any animals have. I'm gonna say flying. I'd want to fly.
I guess I would have the power of flight.
I'd want to fly.
Flying, because flying is cool.
I would choose to fly.
Flying, like an eagle.
Probably flying. I would say to be able to breathe underwater.
I would say probably the ability to breathe underwater.
If you were to have a child and could determine one physical characteristic of your child, what would it be?
Blue eyes.
I would say I would want my child to be intellectually gifted, smart, wise.
I want them to have blue eyes.
Probably their height. Their intellectual ability.
I wouldn't, because I guess I would just leave that up to Providence and accept it and not determine it.
Well, if I could determine, I wouldn't want them to have this big schnoz here, so they wouldn't have the genetic predisposition to ever get it, let's say, stuck in a volleyball net or anything like that. So yeah, that's happened before.
Probably the ability to sing because it brings other people enjoyment, and yes.
I probably wouldn't choose to determine that, but if I were, it'd be eyebrows.
Also, if you had a child and were told that he or she had a genetic disorder, but you could fix it through genetic engineering, would you?
If I would be ensured that it's safe and nothing will go wrong, then yeah, because I would just want to provide a great life for my child.
Yeah, probably.
I think it would depend on the situation and if it was ethical. So if there was some sort of genetic engineering that was plausible without, violating the precepts of life or things like that, if there was a way that you could do it that was ethical and the church was okay with. But I'm not 100% sure.
Absolutely.
I would probably be tempted to, because I want what's best for my child, but I don't. And just something's telling me, it's unethical. Like how I know that they go about it, that they get let's say 8 embryos, and they throw the embryos away that have some genetic disability or predisposed disability, and that's killing babies. So no, I would not do it.
I guess it would depend on the intrusiveness of genetic engineering and how severe the problem would end up being in their life.
Yes.
Probably, yes.
Well, I would think a great amount of it would depend on the genetic disorder. If it's something life-threatening, I would certainly be inclined to say yes. If it were something that the child had little or no chance of surviving. If it were something, however, such as Down syndrome or autism or something that is that's not life-threatening, that they will live, they won't live the life that a normal person lives, but they'll still live just fine, I would be less inclined to. I'd be less inclined to say yes. I'd probably say no, just not knowing the moral implications of genetic engineering.